Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Zad Gets Good, a Dark Souls Let's Play. I am Zad. Last episode we got our Dark Wood Grain Ring, which is vital to our build that we're making, the Giant Dad. It allows us to do this nifty thing. Little ninja flip, which makes it harder for enemies to hit us, increases the amount of time that we are invulnerable while rolling. So it's super useful. And as we build our endurance, we'll be able to wear heavier and heavier armor and still do that quick roll. Before we go any further, I kind of want to show, I tried this last episode and I failed miserably, so hopefully this time I have better luck to show a really good soul farming technique. You walk in through this door that was unlocked with the Crest of Artorias, and what you're going to do is make kind of a big loop. So you'll run around the outside trying to aggro a bunch of these enemies while not getting hit by that sorcerer. Like that. So what you're going to do is run back around to these stairs to the side like so. You can sit here with your shield out. These guys are going to jump down on top of us. We knocked him off. That wasn't pretty. Normally, they would just fall by bouncing off your shield, or you could kick them, but for whatever reason, that wasn't working right. So, anyways, you see I got 5,000 souls from that pretty easily. And since the bonfire is right there, you can just rest up and do that kind of ad nauseum if you want to. Anyway, especially for a first playthrough, it's a pretty nice way to be able to level up some souls, or if you're trying to, you know, level up a weapon or something like that, you can do that. So, next on the list, we will go back to Andre the Blacksmith. And what I'm probably going to do is buy some shards from him, because I'm just trying to level up this sword as much as I can. Oh, hello. Oh. Pew. And I think we're going to go a lightning path. We're going to add an elemental effect to our sword, because since we're not going to level up strength, or I think dexterity might be the other scaling stat, then we might as well put an effect on it, because it's not really going to get any stronger. Just the regular way. And I'll explain some of that scaling stuff when we get through here. You can run up there, but I don't really care. What up? I like killing these guys because these moss clumps come in really handy in the depths and in Blighttown to ward off some poison.
Well, hello now, Governor.
Let's purchase things. I want to buy
6 of them.
I'll just buy 5. See where that gets us. And have him. We need more souls to level that up. Luckily, we've got some. Yeah, nobody wants to see me go hollow. But I do want to see me upgrade my goddamn sword.
Well, you need...
So I need 2 more shards, which I could buy 1 to get it to +5. Anyways, what I was talking about with the scaling, if you look here at this Y-hander, that bottom of the left column where it says parameter bonus. There's a little bicep, which means strong dudes, strength. There's a C scaling with that, D scaling and dexterity, which is the little hand symbol. The candle next to it is intelligence. The star is faith. Different items scale with different stats. And then the letter grades affect the stats. I don't know the exact numbers because I'm too lazy to look it up, but say that you've got an A scaling in strength for this weapon. That means you really want to level up strength because that's going to give you the most damage increase. Since we are going to stay with our strength at 16, which is the minimum amount required to wield this Zweihander with 2 hands, it's 24 to wield it one-handed. It's really not going to get that much more powerful on its own, so that's why we're going to add some lightning effects to it when we can get to that point. So in the meantime, we'll rest up here. And what we're going to do is run back through the parish. Kill these guys, because why not? Boom. 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 I could run, but you know what? I'll farm some souls. Maybe one of these guys will drop that freaking sword, which would be awesome. That was supposed to be a jumping attack. My timing is not so good. Now they are all coming at me. Do you see? That didn't work. How that hit me? Doesn't matter. Because I knocked him out the park. No drops. Bunch of bullshit. So we're just gonna run through here. Yeah, maybe I'll take these guys out. Ow. Hey, ugly. That didn't work. Dang it. Oh, don't want to go down there. I swear to God, if I get taken out by some stupid ass, we're just gonna keep going. Because if I get taken out by those archers, I'll probably just kill myself. IRL. Look at that. That was pretty sweet. John Woo action move. So we'll rest up here. And we're gonna hightail it to the other side of this bridge. Oh, here comes the dragon. I wonder if he's gonna kill everybody. Oh, look at that, he is. Whatever you do, don't hold your shield up during that time, because it'll try to absorb the blow, but it'll treat it as getting hit like 1,000 times. And you'll die. So instead of just taking that one thing of damage, you'll just keep getting hit. So this was that basement key that we got in the Undead Parish. That leads you down to Lower Blighttown. This big old ladder. We're gonna Ghostbusters this shit. I guess that was a pole, wasn't it? Now a shortcut. You may be tempted just to run down there and start being crazy, but the shortcut, you can go up here. And we have our friends that used to give us so much trouble. Now they just get wrecked. I'm just gonna run over here to this bonfire. Whoop, 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 whoop. So now we'll make our way back over there. I didn't fall off that time. You guys. You guys. Oh! Battle of the extended slashing animations. Usually I just run through here. I'll let them come out on the steps and fight me if they want. Oh! Camera's not your friend in tight spaces in this game. You might even say it's your enemy. Is that someone else? Yeah. This guy wants some. Or he think he do. Alright, so right when you come down here, you are faced with dags. Oh, son of a bitch. The dogs in this game are freaking brutal. They're quick, and they dodge your moves, and they cause bleed damage, which is that little meter that's building up. If it builds all the way up, you're kind of in trouble. Lower Undead Burg is it's one of the smaller areas in the game, really.
Somebody, please let me out of here. Somebody, anybody, help me. Damn. Finished. How did this ever happen?
Probably your negative attitude, sir. So the residence key, which we purchased from that undead merchant. Free this dead dude from his casky confines with the sorcerer equipment there. If you want it. And this is
Brilliant.
Griggs, who is a sorcerer.
I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged. Thanks to you, I may now resume.
So he'll appear back at Firelink, and if you're going sorcery or anything like that, you can buy spells from him. What are these guys doing? I don't like it. Hey. Why aren't they attacking me? These torch guys may seem like chumps, but if they all gang up on you, they will just murder you. Because they do this like little flurry thing where they just kind of wave the torch around and burn your face and neck and arms with it. But what do we say to them? Not today. Oh, hey guys. This is where the dicks hang out? Oh shit. God, they're fast. But not fast enough. All that to get to this, which is, I think, humanity. Oh, it's the twin humanities. Those you can use for crafting items, I think. And it'll give you, give you 2 humanities upon consumption. It's a little quiet here. A little too quiet. Well, normally, you can kind of attack them through this door. There we go. Which makes it kind of funny when they ambush you. And these doors pop open. There ain't nobody in there. These guys are here, though. These are thieves. They're pretty wily. They'll circle around behind you and backstab you, and I think they can poison you too. I'm not sure. But they're pretty nimble and agile. This area's got another ambush, and there's some dogs as well. Ow. Leave me alone. How did you block that? That little bitch-ass shield. So there's a dog. Hello. This is where it would help to have poise, I guess. So I wouldn't get interrupted, but whatever. Corpse in a barrel, so of course you gotta roll through it. Oh! Fucking dogs, god damn it. It's like I hear somebody. Black leather's pretty nice. sure what's all the ruckus is about. There's a shortcut over here. Before we go in that fog gate, because there's a really tough boss in there. It's probably gonna kill me. Piece of shit. So I'd rather get this little shortcut unlocked, so that way we don't have to run through everything. It's probably about the same distance, I don't know. I just like being able to start at Firelink. This guy kills me. That and I just like unlocking shortcuts. Actually, there's an item down here, I believe. Yep. So we will run up here. There's a tower. There's an archer here, which is a really weird spot for an enemy. I don't quite understand. I guess just so you don't feel too safe, or maybe they're going to bank on you, you know, not thinking there's anybody there and just leave your game unattended or something like that. I don't know. There's this lady. Well, your voice isn't creepy. You can buy some moss, homeward bones, purging stone, $6,000. God damn. So this little area may look familiar. And I'll show you why. So that was the shortcut right there. Freaking hate these rats. So I like to take any opportunity to show them who's boss. Top of the food chain. So yeah, we're back out here in Firelink Shrine. Isn't that convenient? So I'm going to use that bonfire. Because I want to. There's Griggs, who we just rescued. We will level up some more endurance. I don't think there's anything. Oh, if you go in here, you'll hear some noises. Sounds like somebody sleeping. We'll investigate that after we ring the second awakening bell. Maybe the awakening bell will awaken whoever's snoring in there. I'm just gonna run. I don't give a shit. Ugh. Oh boy. Just let me through, you jerks. Go. Plan was to run around that guy, but you can see how well that worked out. So we're going to go back and fight the boss of the Lower Undead Burg. He ain't shit. Well, yeah, he is kind of tough. It's a fun one to summon help for, because they can really make the battle a little bit easier for you. I guess maybe that's not your definition of fun, but if you get frustrated because you keep dying, it's better than just continuing to die. Fuck you. Why everybody gotta be so angry? Now before we enter this fog gate up here, there is no cutscene for this boss. You will have no time to really process what's happening. Holy shit. You're basically gonna walk in there, and two dogs are gonna come. Two dogs are gonna come attempt to bum rush you, as well as the boss, who's this big dude. the key, which I am not... Oh my god. Well, that was fun. Oh, fuck off. Oh my god. You fucking serious? Oh my god! Are you serious? So that's a pretty good example of how you just immediately get wrecked. Oh, you piece of shit. And let's try this again. There we go, Jesus. Okay, so we just try to avoid those big hits like that. Maybe I should connect with a hit myself. This is where this build is pretty hard with this guy, because you don't have a lot of armor. You can't take a whole lot of hits with this big-ass sword. Can definitely hurt him. And stagger him, too. As you can see. And there we go. Key to the depths. Homeward bone. But we ain't going home. We going down to the depths, baby. Since we started with the master key, the depths is actually kind of optional. We don't have to go all the way through it. The main purpose of it is to get to Blighttown. There's a few items in here that are useful for Blighttown, but one of them is the spider shield, which we started with, because we started as a bandit. So really, the main thing that I want from here is to free our pyromancer so we can actually learn some spells and get the large ember. Ow. Oh, for fuck's sake. 3 at once, 3 at once. Get the large ember, which will allow us to upgrade our weapon past +5. So, to do that, we really don't have to go very far into the depths at all. Down here, it's really important that you try to pull just one enemy at a time, otherwise all these hollows will come swooping down upon you. And you'll get a bunch of flames and swords in your face. So make sure you do like I did, and just try to pull them all at once. There's a couple other tricky enemies down here. Man, there's a couple dogs, because of course, what fun would it be if we didn't have any dogs? There's this guy who's trying to be sneaky. Luckily, he's an idiot. Piss off. Ah! Downfall of a big-ass sword is you try to do those wide arcing swings, it's not going to work. Oh boy. There is that person. The butcher, which is a pretty tough enemy, which is probably on their way to come around behind me now. Fuck you, dog. So there's your ember right down there. Now for this other part, I'm not entirely sure if I need the rusted iron ring for this. The rusted iron ring will let you... Oh, I can just drop down there. Walk in that water without losing any speed. See if I can pull this butcher upstairs. Hello? What you know about that? Sorry. These guys are big, but I think you can kind of mess with them with columns and stuff. They have a tough time with it. Ah! Fun fact, these are actually ladies. And they hit like a truck, but they're pretty slow. Oh, they didn't drop anything. Sometimes they'll drop their sack. Ugh. You can wear over your face if you want to be a goofball. So we'll drop down here and go in here. And this is a tricky one by the developers, because if you start swinging at these barrels and you hit that guy, you're probably going to aggro him, maybe even kill him. So just roll through it, that way you won't hurt him. But he is super important.
Thank you. I would have been a supper.
See, her supper.
Thank you. Thank you, dearly.
No prob, governor. You better not. Give me that money. So he'll wait for us back at Firelink, which we'll just use a homeward bone to head there right now. Bum bum bum. Well, will we? Maybe. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Yes, let's do that. Sorry, spacing out. So we'll use a homeward bone. And we will go talk to our new friend, Laurentius. Because he can teach us pyromancy. Which is great, because it doesn't work off of intelligence or anything like that. It's its own thing. It's its own thing that you level, so any class can do it. Oh shit. I should have said no. I think I just told him to fuck off. Or for fuck's sake, I said yes the first time and no's the second one.
I'll be pleased with.
Yes. Okay. So the flame, that'll allow us to cast the spells. We'll buy Fireball. And Combustion's pretty good. So your spells scale off, like I said, not intelligence, but the level of your flame. So we'll level this up pretty well. Yeah. So we'll finally have some ranged stuff. So let's go over here and attune, which lets you pick what spells you want for whatever slot. We're only going to have 2 slots because we only leveled flippin' attunement to 12, which will give us 2 slots. You can level up attunement more to get more slots, but it doesn't really matter for us. So we will equip our Pyromancy Flame. So we can get a little fireball. It's fun. What we are going to do is journey back to the Undead Asylum, which is where we started our fateful journey. And we're going to get a couple items, one of which will allow access to a special little world, and another which will allow us to easily traverse through swampy, deep water type stuff without slowing us down like it normally would, which is super helpful for Blighttown, because the whole place is a swamp. Making that jump is one of the more annoying parts of the game that I just did. Woo! So whoever the first person that discovered this was must have been extremely bored to figure all this stuff out. Alright, Undead Asylum F2 West Key. That is what we needed. Let's see if we can... Oh boy. Am I screwed? Can I get back up? Not if I do that. That's alright. We'll get this little item that we apparently missed before. We'll go ahead and head back up there. We will run up the stairs. Or walk, I should say. Then you journey out here to this little ledge. And you curl up like a ball. Or more importantly, an egg. And then you just wait. Again, the first person to figure this out, that you have to wait for a while. Like, good God, how do you even do that? It reminds me of Earthbound, where you have to stand in front of the waterfall for like 3 minutes or something like that before it opens a passageway. Waiting. And here comes the bird. The undead bird. And whisks us away. I ain't even mad. Okay, so we'll move forward into here. You'll notice I am hollow because I wasn't paying attention and let these little fuckers swarm me. So don't let that happen to you. Because if they get one hit on you, it's pretty bad news. Like that. Okay. If you go over here, you can trade with Snuggly the Crow, but I don't think we need to do anything like that with him right now. I kind of want to just get to the meat and taters of all this. So if you're walking in here, don't walk in the middle of the floor. You will see why shortly. Hey. I'll rest here. Because if I die, I don't want to start all the way back at Firelink. So what we want to do first... Let's go back to where it all started. Sorry about that, I always forget to close down my Steam Messenger so I don't get messages while I'm playing. So this is the hallway we first started in, if you'll remember. And of course, now there's a Black Knight here to thwart us. I'm just gonna run to make sure I grab this item. Isn't that nice? Well, now that he's got me cornered in this room, I'm sure this will only end one way. Maybe not. Blah. Very hard to maneuver in here. And there we go. Can't tell if it's a black or silver knight. My screen's kind of dark. Do the long con with this dude. You ain't shit. Alright, red Titanite Chuck. I don't know if that's the one I needed. I don't think it was. But anyway, it feels good to kill him. Trying to remember. Oh, there's our buddy from the beginning of the game, Oscar, the one who gave us the flask. Now he is hollow, so he's gonna come attack us. Poor guy. Poor guy. Doesn't even know what he's doing. You can see he doesn't have enough endurance, so he's doing the fat roll. Boom. Pew. Poor Oscar. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. So let's get... The Crest Shield is a really good magic defense shield. Doesn't do us a lot of good. But what are you gonna do? And beware, because you know that boulder's back. Boulder's back. Back again. Punk ass hater. Now that key that we picked up, Firelink, I believe, will unlock this door over here. Or I could be really wrong. Fuck you. Now there's two dudes here. That was supposed to be a kick. You got this guy who's doing some sort of dead dude dance on the floor. Doom, 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 doom. Alright, cool. That key does unlock that door. The rusted iron ring. Oh no, I fell down and now I can't get back up. So technically we could head back now. But where would the fun in that be? What is down here? Oh. Oh, look at this guy. I didn't even know he was there. Well, that wasn't fun. Okay, so screw that guy. We'll go back for him later, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I don't really need red Titanite. So technically we could go back right now and continue what we were doing. But maybe since we're here, might as well fight the stray demon, huh? Surely that won't end poorly for everybody involved. So here's how we get to him. You just walk forward. And this dude is just right out the gate on your ass. That little area of effect that he did is some straight bullshit. So your goal here is to just get behind him. And when he does this maneuver, definitely want to be like directly behind him in terms of line of sight, so then that AoE won't hit you. But if you're too close, it'll damage you. So you just gotta stand back here and hit him in his big old fat ass. Some people get all butt hurt that they reuse this demon model for a while, for a couple bosses. I don't really care. Doesn't bug me that much. I mean, this guy is infinitely harder than that. Oh boy. Than that first Asylum demon that you fight. So it's still a challenge, you know. It's not like you're just fighting the same cannon fodder all the time. Better heal up. I think ideally you're supposed to be a little bit higher level than I am right now for this fight, but no time like the present, bitch. Maybe you don't get sat on. Maybe don't do that. It's probably be easier if I had some enchantments on my weapon, but I don't. So I'll just keep doing it the old-fashioned way, just sorting him in the butthole. I guess it's kind of tough when you're up in a corner like this, because when he's doing that kind of stuff, it's hard to see what's going on. But really, this guy is just about, like I said, staying behind him and learning his moveset. Those AoEs. The first time I had some difficulty figuring out like what tell meant which AoE move, which way I should roll out of the way or not stay so close. So lucky for me, I died a whole lot and was able to figure it out after a while. And I think once you get him down... Oh boy. I think once you get him down pretty far in health, he starts doing that area of effect a little bit more often. Big thing is don't get stuck into a corner for the AoE. You know, if you're backed into a corner, might be trouble. So we're kind of dancing with the devil here with our placement, but ask me if I give a fuck. Ow. Slashing away. God damn. That's my most hated move. So of course let's just spam it, he says. This big ol' ass. So I really don't want to attack like right before he does that little thing, because that'll put me close enough where I'll take damage from that blast. This is where having that light equip load really comes in handy, because you can just roll around behind him pretty easily. The first time I fought this, I was medium rolling, and it just really takes a lot longer to get around behind him, and you really got to pay more attention. But you can also take more hits because you have heavier armor. It all evens out in the wash, I suppose. Boom. You dead, son. What a sweet victory it is. Homeward bone. 20,000 souls. I remember what I wanted to do. So a big reason I did this was the Titanite slab. Again, it's helpful for upgrading items. For your weapons, it's helpful for upgrading them to the maximum amount. But it's also useful for armor items and stuff too. Because for our weapon, we're not going to need a Titanite slab. I think it's a green Titanite slab to get the maximum lightning. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But what I want to do first is head back over to the Undead Parish, since I have all these souls now, and get forgiveness for attacking that guy in the Forest Covenant. Remember when we got this flippy ring? We had to break the covenant, or betray it, which is worse than breaking it. Maybe it's the same, I don't know. Anyway, I know I'm going to want to, oh my god, probably join that covenant in the future for some fun PvP stuff. So I may as well request forgiveness, so that way I can join it again. And it's better to do that the lower level you are, because I think it's like 2,000 souls per level or something like that to get forgiven. So if you level up too much, it's going to cost you like 100,000 souls. So rather than leveling up like I would normally do, we'll just head back and try to make everything right. And that was over by the Bell Gargoyle Tower, so I'll probably fast forward to that. We go up here, go Eggman again, Cuckoo Kachoo. No, we especially don't want to be a dumbass and just fall off. Because if we take too much damage and die, then start all the way back at the Asylum. Which isn't that far, but still. It would be annoying. So let's rest here, in case bad things happen and we do die. And now let's run over to the parish and get forgiven. Then after that, we'll be ready for Blighttown. Blah, 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 Blighttown. Maybe go the right way to the right town before we go to Blighttown. Where's all your buddies?
Oh, you were me. I've become separated from Milady.
Milady?
Near and far. Where could she have gone? Milady.
Seems to have lost his little party that he had earlier. How bizarre. I'm looking good. Always facing the wrong way. Any game that I play, go up the elevator, facing the wrong way. He ready? That didn't require as many as I thought it would. Maybe my math was wrong, but it was still good to be cleansed of sin. While we're here, I'm gonna... I should buy something. I'll buy a purging stone, because you never know when you're going to need one, because the cursed status effect is terrible. And you can only cure it with purging stone, or go into some other guy that we haven't reached yet, so... It's worth it just to buy one, to be safe. We'll go back to the bonfire. Maybe level up a little bit, level up. Fire endurance. Okay, and we are ready for Blighttown, so we will do that next time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.